Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome.
Morning. NFL Sunday, Week 12, second weekend of Deer Camp. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. What's that you say? Yeah. That is my dad, co-host, Roy. Good morning. Watch where you're pointing that thing.
It's my pea shooter right here. Trusty old pea shooter.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. It's the last day of Deer Camp.
That it is.
And all my friends are here and here.
That's right. What's up?
What's up?
Happy Week 12.
Happy Week 12.
Playoffs for fantasy are imminent. They are close. They are.
Yeah, your balls ought to be getting tingly now.
Yeah. I mean, for real.
For real tingly.
If they're not tingly, then you don't care, or you're sucking so bad that you haven't checked your lineup in like 2 weeks. Basically.
Hey, before we get started, a toast to a successful deer camp.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yeah,
on
congrats
a
to you
very
as
nice
well.
buck. And
We both shot some big uns.
Both shot a couple nice deer, and we have some Benny in the freezer for the winter. And wish Sid could have been here to do it. She under the weather, so
Feel better, Sid.
Feel better.
Week 12, which means we have football happening today. What a great college slate yesterday. Shout out to Michigan for beating Ohio State.
Yeah, buddy.
Football. This is the time of year where football just brings everybody together. Football is awesome. Football is the best sport on the planet.
Indeed.
Let's continue to celebrate football by giving you our football picks for the day, starting off at QB per usual. Let's get into it. Let's get sweaty right away. I got CJ Stroud at the helm. Roy, I know you have him in your lineup.
Indeed
somewhere
I
as well.
do. Yep, indeed I do.
$7,700 on fire. CJ Stroud, you really can't beat him. I mean, it's something else. What he's doing.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, what he's doing is incredible. But my risk, and someone I want you to pay attention to that not a lot of people are, and I don't think a lot of people are going to play him because he just kind of slid in through the cracks, which is what he does because he's a mouse. Kyler the Mouse Murray, nobody's paying attention to. His 2 weeks back, 18.8 points, 22.4 points. Week 3, he has a pretty easy matchup against a very vulnerable LA Rams passing defense that has suffered all season. I really like Kyler the Mouse to scamper along today, do well. He's only $6,900, 69, favorite number, favorite position. Kyler Murray going off today. At the top of my lineup, Kyler Murray, dead. Who we got for QBs? CJ Stroud as
CJ Stroud, as we already discussed, and my note there that I pointed out is, as he said, he's on fire. He is on fire.
Hey.
Hats off, CJ.
When I
thought you were a worthless piece of Ohio State shit, and you might still be, but you're playing well. So
I think he's past that.
I think he is. No, I agree.
Hats
off to you.
When I say certain things about certain individuals, expressing my opinion, and I am proven wrong, I give back some gratitude because you know what?
Yep.
Well deserved. I was wrong. I thought you were going to suck.
Never would have guessed it.
I thought you were going to be ass cheeks on my white tee. You are definitely not, CJ Stroud. You are doing good. Keep it up, buddy. That's awesome.
Keep it up is right.
Let's go. I got a trade
at
for
risk at quarterback.
Dynasty.
Coming off a good week after he hadn't been playing so well, and we'll see. And I call it a risk for a reason. Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville going up against the very same Houston team. He's back on track, and we'll see if he can keep that mojo going. He's $6,400 in DraftKings.
Sweet. Running backs right at the top. I got Derrick Henry, $6,400.
All day.
Second, Kyron Williams makes his return.
All day.
He was supposed to come back last week. He didn't. They saved him for this week all week long. He's had a full-go practice. Sean McVay had a press conference not that long ago, said that they're kind of easing him into the lineup. That's bullshit. That's just covering up what they're going to do. He's going to run at least 20 times a day. Kyron Williams, full week of practice. He's going balls to the wall. Trust me on that. $6,600 if you can afford him. My risk and my sleeper of the week, Isaiah Pacheco, going against a Raiders defense that does not have Max Crosby today. Holy shit, he is only $6,200. That guy is a freaking bulldozer every time he gets the ball. Isaiah Pacheco, get him in your lineup today.
Hey, I you know what? Again, we're on the same page. I have Kyron Williams listed back off IR, as you said. I think he's going to get a lot of carries today as well, and I have him circled today. I think he's going to have, I think he's going to have a great day today. Derrick Henry going up against Carolina's defense.
Fire play of the week?
It's my fire play of the week. $6,400 for D. Henry, the king, and I think
suffering.
The king rides. Now, however, I say that, and I give you a concession in my risk, and that's Tajay Spears. If you don't think D. Henry has it and he's going to do it, then take Tajay Spears as your risk at $4,400. But believe me, I think Derrick Henry is very, very due, and I think he has a day. Go King, go.
Go King, go. Okay. Wide receivers right at the top. I got Tank Dell, $6,900. Tank Dell is all but become Houston's number one wide receiver. C.J. Stroud going off.
No Brown out today.
No Brown. Tank Dell is going to be awesome. He's a tank. Probably has a tank downstairs based on his football play, I would just assume. My fire play of the week. A guy we haven't mentioned much this season. A guy that nobody really mentions because he just kind of exists. Pittman Jr. Fire play of the week. He is slowly but surely becoming one of the top targeted wide receivers in the league, if not the top targeted wide receiver in the league. Gardner Minshew loves Michael Pittman, loves him, and I loves him. This week, it's only $6,800. I don't think Michael Pittman has ever eclipsed $7,000 because people just never play him, so they never price him the way they should. I love him this week. He has a great matchup. I love Michael Pittman Jr. Right below him, for my third-ranked wideout, I have Edge Brown. He is the most expensive of the three, but I prefer Tank Dell and Michael Pittman over him because he has a tough matchup playing Buffalo. However, he only had 1 point last week.
What Buffalo team is he going to get?
I don't know. But I do know that A.J. Brown can be a little bit of a whiner. I love you. Hey.
A little bit.
I like A.J. Brown a lot. Let me clarify. However, last week, Eagles won the game. Tight game. They did what they had to do to win. And I saw a certain individual on the sidelines that was more concerned about the amount of targets that he got versus all I'm saying is you won the game. Okay? I don't know what goes behind.
Take the W.
I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I don't, not pretending like I do. But I think it's a bounce back week for A.J. Brown that was pretty pissed off at the lack of targets he got last week. I would venture to guess that he'd get his fair share this week.
What gets ignored?
Going up against Buffalo. And my risk, and somebody that people need to start talking about, Justin Watson. He is only $3,000. You gotta scroll way. Whoa! Boom! Right there. $3,000. Justin Watson. He is the most targeted Chiefs wide receiver the last 3 weeks. Patrick Mahomes seems to find success when he throws to Justin Watson. Sneaky. For 3 Gs, guy that's put up decent amount of points last 3 weeks. Hey, can't beat it. I stacked my other team. He could suck, He could score nothing this week, and that wouldn't surprise me at all.
He was good last week, so you're right.
However,
he was a target king last week.
The team that I was able to
was
create
also a dropsy king.
Because of that flex play, I was able to do like Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty, just Justin Watson. Roy,
All right.
wide
Hey,
receivers.
not arguing with him again. Right at my top of my list is Tank Dell.
Tank.
$6,900 last week. 810, 149 for 1. The week prior, 614 for 60 and 1. The week prior, 611 for 114 and 2. And the list goes on. Tank Dell,
Stats.
stack him with C.J. Stroud. Have a day, have a day, have a day.
Yeah.
Another expensive receiver, and in fact, more expensive than Tank Dell, but I like his matchup this week, and I read an interesting statistic this week that I told him about. Frank Reich at the Carolina Panthers gave up play calling 3 weeks ago. And guess what happened to Adam Thielen's production? It went in the shitter. It went in the shitter for 3 weeks, and Adam Thielen was pissed and mad as hell and came out and made that public and very vocal about it. Last week, Frank Reich decided maybe I ought to listen to my star receiver and take the reins back. So he started calling plays again, and guess who had another killer week? Adam Thielen. Frank Reich calling plays today. Adam Thielen having a day-to-day against Tennessee's decimated defensive backfield. Like Adam Thielen, but he's $7,300. And a guy that's even a little more expensive that I think kind of has slipped a little on people's radar because one Cooper Kupp has come back into the lineup, and that is Mr. Puka Nacua. I think Puka Nacua gets targeted beyond belief today simply because Kupp is there as a decoy, and I don't think Kupp's 100% healthy. I like Puka Nacua to have a day today against Arizona. At risk, $4,300. This guy has been kind of up and down. I think today might be today because the lowly Michael Thomas once again is out on his ass. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Just go crawl in a hole and go away, Michael Thomas. You suck balls. But Rashid Shaheed at New Orleans, $4,300 going up against Atlanta. He's been the fifth most targeted receiver in the league, and Atlanta's allowing the fifth most TDs to wide receivers. There you have it. He's getting 5 targets a day from Derek Carr and Taysom Hill when he's in. So the guy's worth the risk at $4,300.
Tight ends, I got David Njoku. He has been the top targeted tight end probably last, I think, 3 or 4 weeks it extends out to. But he's been targeted, just a target monster. Not a lot of people in Cleveland doing so well. Team is kind of trending downward. We'll see how they right the ship without Deshaun Watson. I'm not really sure. But
LD, though.
David Njoku is no joke, and he will get you points at tight end position. Tight end?
Tight end, I keep coming back to this guy because he just keeps producing quietly under the radar. $4,700. Trey McBride, Arizona, up against LA. LA is dead last in the league against tight ends. And Kyler Murray has, upon his return, has made Trey McBride his top target by a long shot. So I like Trey McBride against the Rams.
All right. My big, old, hairy, scary D. Kansas City Chiefs going against a shitty Las Vegas Raiders offense.
Yeah, right there, $3,100. Kansas City. I also have as a value pick, if you would like it, Houston. Their D has been playing pretty good against Jacksonville. Don't know what's going to show up there at Jacksonville, but $2,600 opens up a little cap space for you if you need it.
All right, triple threat picks. After Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving weekend to everybody. The last day of the weekend. We all have to go to work tomorrow. You know, it is what it is. I don't mind going back to work tomorrow. Haven't seen anybody in a while. Shout out Load I Can & Co. It'll be fun. However, it's a long weekend. And, you know, a lot of
festivities.
A lot of good time off. But I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving with your friends and your family. God bless you. Let's get to the triple threat picks. I am 19-14 after Thanksgiving, and Roy is 17-16, still in the positive spectrum there. Let's start off with Cleveland Browns going to Denver to play the Broncos. The over-under is 37. Broncos are favored 1.5. This is we were talking about this earlier. This is all but very similar to 2 weeks ago in Week 10. When there were a lot of games that people were complaining about, like, I don't really, it's a lot of just not super good teams playing each other. And let me tell you something, it was one of the best weeks of football as far as watching goes, and I think it's going to be a very similar day today. Not a lot of great matchups, but a lot of close teams that are kind of on the bubble for playoffs, which means it's going to be awesome. And this is one of the games that I think is going to be great. That's why I picked it. Browns head to Denver. Denver's been playing real well. They have a chance to continue their streak. Cleveland has a chance to ruin it and make people stop talking for a week that the fact that they need Deshaun Watson. I'm taking Denver in this one.
It is being played in the Mile High City out in Denver. Does Russ cook again? Can Russ cook another week? Russ has been cooking for 4 games. Does Russ cook for a 5th? I say yay. Russ does cook, and I take Denver in this one.
Okay. Second game, probably the best matchup of the day. Allegedly, Buffalo Bills head to Philly to face the Eagles. Eagles are fresh off a victory in the Super Bowl matchup with the Chiefs last week. I love the Eagles. Over-under's 48.5. Eagles are favored by 3. I am taking the Eagles as I have done all season and will continue to do. Buffalo, you are about to get trounced. I don't even think this is going to be close.
Not so fast. Not so fast. Buffalo needs this game. They need it desperately. They need to find something to make their season come back to life.
And they will keep looking.
And upsetting Philadelphia in Philadelphia
is impossible.
Is not impossible. And in fact, it's a must for Buffalo. I think Buffalo puts it together today, beats Philly in Philly.
It's also a must for Philly to keep up with the San Fran 49ers for home field advantage.
Yeah, you're right. But
those
Philly's
things matter.
coming off the Super Bowl matchup hangover, in which was a very, very hard-fought game. So
it was.
We'll see. I like Buffalo.
This third one is kind of a fun one if you are a Packers fan, because it's an NFC North matchup, and we play both of these teams to finish the year at least once. Chicago Bears head to Minnesota to face Joshua Dobbs and the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 3. The over-under is 43. I have a very difficult time picking anybody in this game, but I'm going to have to pick the Minnesota Vikings because Chicago just sucks ass, and I do not believe in anything Chicago does. Justin Fields is trash. They're going to try to trade him at the end of the year. I hate calling people trash and being negative about people because they're good football players, and he's probably a nice dude, but he sucks, okay? He just is bad. And Chicago has 2 picks in the top 5 of the draft, and with the draft class that is coming in 2024, you cannot tell me that they are not going to trade him.
Quarterback number 295 for the Chicago Bears.
I hope that Chicago takes Caleb Williams, because then it will just continue all over again.
And you'll have trash again.
If for some reason they take Bo Nix or somebody else, then Chicago could be on track to be pretty well, or Penix or whatever. But nonetheless, we're getting too far out in the future. This is now. This is Sunday. This is the last NFL Sunday in November.
Yeah.
Next week we're in December already. Christmas is coming.
You gonna let me do my pick?
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings.
I thought maybe you were moving on.
Keep the points.
We were excited about it. Hey, Chicago, you know where my allegiance is there. I know he questions my allegiance
every day.
I still have a soft spot. God, I can't talk worth a shit today. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Bears because of the legacy and history that is there, but I'm on his page today. I think it's too much to go into Minnesota with a bad quarterback, with a bad team, with a bad coach, with bad, and beat the Vikings and Joshua Dobbs. I have the Vikings.
Okay. Upset of the week. Do you want me to even say your record?
Yeah.
I'm 5-6. Roy is 1-10 as far as upsets go. Hey, he's a shooter, okay? He's trying to get the major upsets.
I am.
And it's not working out so well.
But they've all been, I haven't been blown out in one. They've all been by a...
I'm right near the frame at 5-6. Roy has a chance to, well, with playoffs and everything and the upsets, he has a chance to climb the brutal mountain that he set himself up for.
It's a brutal mountain.
However, my upset this week, I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals to beat the LA Rams.
Interesting.
I think I said it earlier. I believe in Kyler the Mouse today. I think they're going to pass all over the Rams defense. It's going to be a tight game. The Rams proved me wrong last week. I don't think that happens this week. Arizona, they're given 3 points. Keep the points. Arizona outright.
Interesting. Yeah, I like it. This is an interesting matchup, and why the points are set up or the spread is set up the way it is beyond me. But
something's up.
New England goes into that shithole stadium in New York, the Metropolitan Stadium, to play the New York Giants, who came off of a huge win last week with Danny DeVito's son, Tommy. New England's getting 4.5 in this, or they're giving up 4.5. They're favored by 4.5, giving the Giants 4.5 points. Over and under is only 34, so they're not expecting a shootout here. But I don't know. Something just tells me Bill Belichick's on his way out. I don't think he survives this season, and I think the Giants roll on New England today. So my upset is the Giants over New England.
All right, well, that does it for us. We wish you well in the last Sunday of November. Hey.
If you're out there in the woods this last day, stay safe. Shoot that big one. You got a fresh cover of snow there on the ground. Going to help you with the tracking. You enjoy.
Hey, grab a beer.
So excited, it's my favorite time.
Spread some cheer and enjoy yourself today. NFL football, family, friends, whatever you're up to.
We're gonna celebrate the last day of deer camp with the belly warmer that we have out there in the camp. This is the Polish blackberry Rzeszynówka. And we always toast our deer to this, and we're toasting you and toasting the season.
Well, we partied all night and never made it to our bunks. I was sitting in the tree stand on
cheers.
a 3-day drum.
Grab one, spread one. We love you.
We love you. To death. Then it started
Have
to
a
snow.
wondiferous
So I got down from the tree stand, started
day.
heading for the truck, and that's when I seen him there.
The 30-point buck.